Hi everybody, and welcome to Raising Vibrations with myself, Simon. Today we're going to be discussing Pluto through the 5th house, or if you have Pluto in Leo, which is a part of the generation. So this is applicable to Pluto in Leos and the generation, and Pluto in the 5th house, okay? If you have Pluto conjunct the Sun, or if you have Pluto making an aspect to the Sun, this is also a video that will be attached that will be really relevant in your life at this point in time. And finally, if you have Pluto transiting your 5th house, okay? So before I go ahead and jump into this discussion, I highly recommend that you do watch Pluto, the introduction, again, like I said. And the reason why that's the case is because if you have a good understanding of Pluto itself and what it symbolizes and what it means, then by watching this video, you'll really have a grounded perspective on what it actually symbolizes and why this is so applicable to you, okay? So I highly recommend watching that video that is in the list on the left-hand side on the playlist, okay? Right. So what are we dealing with when we have Pluto in the 5th house? It's really important to recognize that the archetype of Pluto is unconscious emotional attachments to things. And this is where we are learning to become more self-aware through our attachments towards this existential physical world. So with Pluto in the 5th house, you're naturally coming through into this lifetime with these unconscious emotional attachments towards being recognized, okay? Feeling this special sense of destiny that exists within you. And really feeling the need to actualize yourself in this lifetime, to really bring yourself out into the world so that you are seen, so that you are recognized. And a lot of this journey is about these creative pursuits that you have within your life. So one of the karmic stories that are associated with this Pluto 5th house experience, or Pluto in Leo, or if you have Pluto conjunct the Sun, which by the way I have Pluto conjunct the Sun, so this is something that you can see I'm representing this archetype very clearly by putting myself out there on YouTube in that sense, and also creatively self-actualizing myself. I'm seen. So karmically speaking, with the story is, and this is just the story to kind of really capture the essence of what's happening here, is you're a young person, a young little kid, say for instance 7-8 years old, and you're growing up and you've started to really become connected to this dance, to the sense of creative pursuit. But in your environment, nobody really recognizes that. Nobody really thinks it's great. Everybody in your environment is like, yeah, you know, it's good, but real money is in becoming a lawyer or a dentist. And it's these very sort of like, you know, societal conditioned ways of being. And yet you've got this really vibrant expression of self-creativity, and you're not being recognized for it. You're not being seen for it. And so what happens here as a part of the wounding associated with Pluto, and this is something that you'll know within the introduction, is that there is this archetype of wanting to be seen and recognized, as I said, but then growing up not having it, which then stimulates this need to want to then become self-acclaimed, self-expressed and recognized for that process. And it can go two ways. You can either be suffering from the wound, which creates this idea of the starving artist syndrome, which is why you do such brilliant stuff. And because you place your security outside of yourself and you wait for somebody to recognize that, then what happens is that you basically value your sense of creativity from other people's opinions, thoughts, and ideas, which of course can be great in the sense of having valid criticism. But your real journey of self-empowerment and personal attachments is to recognize that you are creatively actualizing yourself, and whatever it is that your journey is about will be what is necessary. And the people that gravitate towards you will be based on heart resonance. Oh, that resonates with me. Oh, that is brilliant. So therefore I will follow that person. I like what they have to express and explain. And when you shift your state of consciousness from that explaining of just creatively self-actualizing and doing whatever it is that you do, you will naturally have people drawn towards you, versus you need to have to create a sense of drama or a sense of attention so that you can have it on you. Because again, the purpose here is to understand yourself through the archetype of awareness, self-awareness. So as you go about this journey within Pluto in the 5th house, your soul is naturally attracting towards being recognized. And the way that you go about recognizing that or creating that self-recognizing in a healthy way is just by acting on it and not really creating this sense of approval existentially, and then it cripples you. You're trying to just be in your heart space and follow your heart and follow that special purpose. And whatever comes your way is what's supposed to, and whatever doesn't. It's just about heart resonance. So you stop yourself from creating that void of needing that sense of validation, okay? The next thing here with Pluto in the 5th house, of course, is that you have this unconscious feelings of past lives in which you have been recognized. And so a big part of this journey is about really going through that process and establishing a sense of being integrated into the collective in a way where you show up going, hey, these are my skills, where do I belong? Versus, hey, these are my skills and I'm here to tell you how to run your store, versus the other way around. You will find more acceptance in the groups by seeing yourself in an objective way. Okay? Awesome. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in learning more about your karmic story, please come over to my website and book a reading with myself. The description or the information is in the description below. I'd really like to chat to you about your Pluto placement and really develop more soul awareness. Okay? Other than that, please hit the like and subscribe button and share this as much as possible. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.